Yang amat berbahagia, Tun, Tan Sri, dan para hadirin yang dihormati sekalian. Tadi MC, Saudara Sadiq kata bahawa ini adalah suatu perbahasan. Tetapi selalunya dalam suatu perbahasan ada pandangan yang berlainan. Tetapi sampai sekarang saya dengar satu pandangan sahaja, iaitu bahawa Perdana Menteri mesti berundur. Adakah sesiapa yang ada pandangan yang berlainan? Saudara-saudari, cukuplah cukup. Enough is enough. I'm the third person to say that, or fourth. Itulah pesanan yang kita cuba sampaikan kepada kerajaan. Tetapi suara rakyat diabaikan sama sekali. Ketelusan dan accountability daripada ahli-ahli kerajaan langsung tidak wujud. Mereka yang mempunyai kuasa tidak menggunakannya untuk kebaikan awam. Institusi-institusi kita telah pincang. Malaysia telah pun menjadi bahan ketawa negara-negara lain. Maruah negara kita digadaikan begitu sahaja. Dalam keadaan ini, mampukah kita berdiam diri dan melihat sahaja segala kemusnahan yang dilakukan? Dan apa pula jawapan pemimpin kita apabila disoal? Apa respons mereka? Mereka kata, mereka diberi mandat oleh rakyat. They have the rakyat's mandate. Biar saya tanya kepada anda, adakah mereka diberi mandat untuk mencuri wang rakyat? Adakah mereka diberi mandat untuk menghalang kita daripada bersuara? Adakah mereka diberi mandat untuk memusnahkan dan menyalahgunakan institusi-institusi kita? Tidak. Saudara-saudari, kita tidak boleh lagi berdiam diri. Kita mesti bersatu dan berdiri menentang kezaliman dan penyalahgunaan kuasa kerana kita lebih mengutamakan negara berbanding kepentingan diri. Ada pihak yang bertanya, mengapa kita menjadikan Perdana Menteri sebagai sasaran utama? Jawapannya adalah mudah. Dialah masalah utama. Dia berdepan skandal kewangan yang amat besar, tetapi berjaya menghalang semua siasatan terhadap dirinya di Malaysia. Dia menghalang media, blog dan hak bersuara. Mungkin pada fikirannya dengan cara ini segala masalah akan hilang begitu sahaja. Tindakannya sama seperti burung unta yang menyembunyikan kepala di dalam pasir. That is like an ostrich burying its head in the sand. Tetapi apabila mengatasi masalah yang pertama ini, kita mesti teruskan dengan agenda reformasi. It cannot be business as usual, because if it is, we will land in the same trouble again. Saudara-saudari, kita mesti menangani gejala rasuah. Kita perlu pilihan raya yang bersih. For that, I thank Saudara Kamaru, who said, fair play is what we want. I'm delighted to hear that. That's what we want. Kita mesti memansuhkan undang-undang yang zalim. Kita mesti menubuhkan Suruhanjaya Bebas Aduan Salah Laku Polis, IPCMC. Kita mesti mengukuh perlindungan dan immunity bagi pemberi maklumat, whistleblowers. Datuk Khairuddin is one of them. Instead of which he was put under SOSMA for more than a month. SOSMA. Institusi-institusi mesti diperkukuhkan Dan kita mesti kembalikan kedaulatan undang-undang dan konsep asas perlembagaan persekutuan. Bagi mengurangkan beban rakyat, kita mesti menguatkuasakan moratorium ataupun hapuskan GST sama sekali. GST must go. Kita mesti ada policy social inclusion dan juga policy keharmonian. We deserve a strong, stable Malaysia where the people live together in peace and harmony with respect, dignity and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for us to say no to our leaders who behave as if Malaysia belongs to only them. It is time to say that they have to stop using and abusing our homeland without regard for our feelings. It's time to say they cannot silence or oppress us, and they cannot undermine our institutions anymore. We must say that we will not tolerate the rampant corruption that pervades all aspects of our lives. They must be told in no uncertain terms that they no longer have the moral authority to govern in the manner that they are doing so. They need to be reminded that we are a proud country built on the strong foundations of our federal constitution, the Malaysia Agreement and the Rukun Negara. They need to be reminded that these documents repel a dictatorship. They must be reminded that they took an oath of office to uphold the constitution and to serve the people. In short, they need a refresher course in good governance that we, the people, will have to give them loudly and clearly when we speak with one voice. We must say, "Tak nak dictator." We don't want a dictatorship. There are now so many laws that are being abused, and there's so many I can't even count. In fact, I understand, and in fact, most of the people on this stage have actually faced some kind of investigation, have been questioned under many of this legislation. So, yesterday I heard that Tian Chow was questioned for 6 hours over the Time magazine cover. Siva Rasa was questioned for 6 hours. Now, this is getting ridiculous. They are watching social media like a hawk. No wonder real crime has gone up. They are too busy spying on us. Then you look at selective treatment. As Teresa said earlier, the Lim Guaneng issue got half an hour on TV3. The over 100 million missing from the Ministry of Youth and Sports got 5 minutes. That's the priorities here. And of course, the 1MDB, the 2.6 billion, forgiven in every respect. It's not subject to GST, not subject to tax, and of course, according to our AG, there's no offense, even though investigations are not over. So, what we are facing now is a total breakdown of our institutions. Now, we will be watching how MACC handles these cases that are before it now. We must commend MACC for the way in which they have handled the 1MDB investigations. For that, they deserve a round of applause. And the others who deserve a round of applause from us are all those civil servants who have kept the faith, who have carried out their duties, no matter how dangerous and how difficult it has been. I ask you to give them a round of applause. Now, there is another worrying trend, namely whether decisions are being made in the national interest or personal interest. For example, the sale of strategic assets to foreigners. In November 2015, 1MDB disposed of its entire energy-related assets situated under power generating company EDRA Global Energy to a company from China. This is not in the national interest. There are other such transactions that are taking place. Then, of course, we have the sending of our troops to Saudi Arabia. How is that in the national interest? What did they say? Our troops need desert training. Do we have a desert in Malaysia? I mean, it's maybe simplistic for me to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hit the stop button. Not the panic button, the stop button. And then we must hit the reset button. It is time to get the ship of state back on even keel. We need to pursue the reform agenda that I had mentioned earlier. We need to take into account the aspirations of our brothers and sisters in Sabah and Sarawak. We need to bring back and bring in leaders who are statesmen, i.e., who put the nation first before themselves. In all of this, we must discuss the release of Anwar Ibrahim. He has suffered enough. There again I say, enough is enough. He and his family have suffered enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I know, by the way, through all this, I must thank the Prime Minister for one thing, for uniting people from both sides of the political divide against his excesses. They must remember, oppression unites the people against the oppressor. Just 10 seconds more. I know there are many in BN who are not happy with the current state of affairs, but who dare not or will not speak up for one reason or another. I urge them, stand with us. I say to them, if you turn your back on us, you may save yourself. But if you stand with us, you can help save our beloved nation. For your children and your grandchildren, we are now fighting for the life and soul of the nation. I invite everyone, particularly all those in power, to join us and be on the right side of history. Thank you.